Oh, here we go. He got them shadow claws. Man, what is it? I feel like the guitar wants to undress me a bit. I'm like, woo! Take me out to dinner first, but if you keep singing like this, woo! Maybe not. That's my MC, baby. I'm telling you, the character designs in the show are way better than you would expect. Like, realistically, and practically, they probably have shit they need to carry on them, and they're probably strapped up too, you know? So they got... I like it, man. These women deserve their pockets, goddammit. Anyway, does anyone else want to see my big dick, or are you guys gonna shut the fuck up now? That's him slapping it on the table. Why does that girl look so scared? You ain't doing anything fishy with her, right? You being a good man? See, I was a little concerned we might have been going weird with this, but he seems like a good guy so far. Okay, that's fucking cool. Nah, man. Bro, I honestly hope this guy never dies. Can we keep him just as our Team Rocket who continues to try to jump us? In just 2 short episodes, I've seen this little prince behead corrupt nobility and slash down creepy diddlers. And if that ain't peak anime, I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Now, of course, if you got this far in the video, make sure you drop a like, share, support, subscribe. If you're new around your Patrons, where you can catch my full live reactions, all some more. Also helps fund the channel videos just like these. So, I really like this show. This was probably one of my most anticipated episodes of the weekend, which says a lot given some of the new shows starting up. Finally returning. Like, well, here's looking at you, Fate. But I gotta be real. This kid has potential to be my MC of the season. And one of, if not my favorite anime of the season. I said last week, this is a very unique power system. And while, yes, there are similarities to other shows, there isn't a system quite like this. And here's why. We're dealing with a kid who, by himself, literally has nothing. His stats are garbage. His stats will probably always be garbage. But everything in his possession, whether that's items, people, places, add to the modifiers of his stats. The thing is while sure, people are like, yeah, but Rimuru, blah, blah, blah. Rimuru can fucking do shit by himself. He always could. And also, it's kind of impossible to directly remove everything from Rimuru's control, which does help him be stronger. This kid is nobility. If he gets disowned by his family, he loses land, he loses people. If his sword gets stolen, that's one of his biggest modifiers, right? You have to understand that this kid's kryptonite, if exposed, would be very easy to exploit and make him powerless. But at the same time, it's so easy to make him powerful. And I think my favorite part, this is one of the rare nobles who actually sees things beyond Unga Boonga swordsmen. Of course, he's going to have powerful swordsmen, and of course, he's going to have powerful warriors on his side. But the entirety of episode 2 was him promoting a singer. One hand, you know, you could just say he really likes her singing and sees the potential in keeping people happy with it. But there's so much more to bringing people on your side than just having powerful people intimidate you. Ruling through intimidation never works out well. This is going to be a man of the people, and the fact that he's supporting someone who he clearly says, yes, her singing is rusty, it's the farthest thing from professional, but out of every songstress I've seen so far, this is probably the one who can be the most benefit to me. So I'm going to pay her a decent wage. I'm going to support her so she can get better. And when thugs try to, and like the worst type of people who would keep a place like this alive are causing a ruckus, he buys the place outright because he needs this place to have time to be nurtured and grow into what he needs it to be. Because we don't need people like this having to get beaten the fuck up every other day of the week because they're fighting over who gets to grow up the singer. Like, we don't need that around here. And I truly think the plan for him is that bringing people together through art is a very easy and common thing to do. And the idea that a songstress can bring so many people together, and especially it will be very easy to support said little lord, because, you know, without him, without helping, she probably wouldn't be a singer. And he's going to gain so much extra support that you can't get through just giving people money. Like, you can buy loyalty, but by buying loyalty, the next highest bidder can easily get it for you. But bringing people together through the arts like this, you can't put a price on that. And the way he's going to grow and become more powerful, you don't see writing like this that often. And it's very unfortunate. I haven't seen hatred towards the show, but I've seen far too many people call the show mid. This show is not mid. You don't even have to peel back too many layers to appreciate the writing. It's like, oh, at surface level, here's another show. Little boy MC, probably going to be super weird with all the adults throwing tits in his face, blah. No, like, there's no sus. There's nothing you have to say. It's good, but it's just good. And as soon as you turn one page, you see really solid writing. Every major adult in his life, siblings included, are seeing the potential in him and seeing like, okay, that's kind of crazy. And I love the fact that any nobility that potentially wants to push back against him are immediately getting a rude wake-up call. Bro has a cursed sword. That cursed sword is essentially a wild attack dog. And if you have any hostility or negativity towards his master, it kind of unleashes a nasty presence. Honestly, I thought Bro was doing this himself on purpose, but no, he just straight up was like, sorry. The dog gets a little cranky when you insult its master. But I think my favorite part of the whole episode is actually this adoptive dad storyline. So initially when they walk up to talk with him, she gave a flinch. She gave a face that had me concerned that this man maybe was doing nasty things to said daughter. Turns out, no, she was a former slave. So there's an element of, she doesn't fit in, but also she's probably always a little concerned. This man bought a slave and immediately treated her like a daughter. Great. That's the type of story you want to support. And the fact that he's like, hey, bro, I want to talk more with you in private. We'll arrange a meeting, right? But it wasn't just simply because he's a good guy and he wants to surround himself with good guys. I'm sure, that's an added bonus. The big reason was that this girl clearly has some sort of skills that will be valuable. So in doing so, you don't need to directly recruit the daughter, recruit the father with the daughter. It all comes together. She's able to sense the presence before other people could. So she will obviously be a valuable ally. Like, this man is playing Civilization in a way I didn't think possible. He also now has a cool new ring, which is basically nanotech armor, which is also linked to the sword. So it can do some pretty cool things. It doesn't modify his stats like other things. It literally is just armor, but that armor comes with a punch. Like, that's just cool to me. Like, he's going to be able to do a lot of really creative things we haven't really seen done before in fantasy in the ways that they're presenting things. What type of conflict will pop up? I'm not exactly sure, because right now things are going pretty okay in terms of all the nobility, and the stuff that isn't going okay are getting put in their place. And while I don't think we're going to see it in a first season, this is the type of story that has me saying there's going to come a point in this kid's life where he will lose the power he has. Maybe he'll have something left in his control. Maybe that'll be the sword, maybe it'll be the items. But in terms of the power of people and places, I do think he'll lose it at some point. And the author will write it to flex why, despite how easy it is for him to grow in power, it's even easier for him to lose it. And I think in a way you could argue nobility has the chance of losing it even more than your average. Like, if this is just a random swordsman building a party, it'd be hard to get the loyalty to go away. But having places given to you as inheritance, it's super easy to lose that in the blink of an eye. Listen, I've made it clear that I and r/anime do not get along. I think the shows they promote I enjoy, but the shows they call mid and trash are always the farthest thing from it. I hope I outlive r/anime. That's all I can say. But either way, this show's fucking amazing, and if it becomes my anime of the season, I won't be surprised, but boy golly, will people say I have shit taste for just looking past the surface layers of a show and seeing it's not just some random isekai or reincarnation show of the season. Your thoughts down below, though. Drop a like, share, support, subscribe. If you're new around here, you know Patreon for live reactions and exclusives. Okay, I love to give video shoutouts to my patrons because they're why these YouTube videos happen at all. Alright, so today we got Zero, Cody, Wyack Wilkin, Sarah Bree, and we also have Soggy Toast. So I appreciate the support. Please take care. You know, have a good one.